Hello and welcome everyone. If you're new to this channel, then my name is Amit Patel and you are watching Musings with Software Engineers. If you're new, then subscribe to this channel because on this channel, I share ideas, insight, tools and tactics that can help you grow in the software industry. So if you want to grow really fast in the software industry, then subscribe to this channel now and press the bell icon so that you will know when I go live on this channel. Abhishek, sir, what's the scope of Django web development in today's market in Bangalore? See, this is a very difficult question to answer because Django is just a framework, right? Django is a framework on Python programming language. Okay, so you need to be a good programmer on Python programming language. And if some company is specifically looking for Django programmers, then you need to have knowledge about using Django as a framework within your programming. Okay, there is a lot of web development that is happening using Django framework, which is on top of Python. So it is a popular framework. A lot of companies have started using it, but it is the most important thing is that it is a framework. Okay, framework is used for rapid application development. For example, C sharp is a programming language and .NET is a framework. Okay, .NET framework is used for rapid application development. So when you say framework, there will be various tools and technology, various libraries. So when you say framework, there will be various libraries which will be available, which will make your programming easier. So you need not build a complete button and then put a code behind that button. Instead of that, you can use some function from the library, and you can draw a button on the screen. Okay, or you are taking a input window. You are building a web form, and in that you have several input, and you can connect those several input with the backend code in such a way that whatever information is passed from that code goes to the backend code, and from the backend code it goes to the database. So Django will help you in this framework. It will help you with all these libraries. Okay, so I would say that in today's market, the scope of Django is there because if you're hearing that word again and again, which means that a lot of people are using this framework. Okay, see, the easiest way to understand the market is that you will only hear words which are popular. You will not hear about words which are not popular. Correct? Like for Android development, Kotlin is used a lot. So you will hear again and again, you will hear Kotlin. Is Kotlin the only programming language, or is Kotlin the only framework for Android development? No. Okay, you can use Google framework, you can use Golang, you can use React Native, which is also a framework for Android development. Okay, there must be other frameworks which are available. There are tools which can convert your web page into a Android native application. Okay, so you only hear about the framework if it is popular. So if you are hearing that framework, then it is popular and there is a scope for learning that. But what I would suggest is you should join a company on the basis of your Python programming, and you should tell the company that, look, if you don't know Django, you can say that, look, I can learn Django quickly, or you should do a little bit of brush up on Django and then go and give your interview on Django framework. Okay, it's not necessary that you have always developed an application when you're applying for such a thing. It is not always necessary. For example, .NET framework will have so many different things, but you may have used only a few things within the .NET framework. In same way, in Python programming, there are several things, out of which Django framework is one thing. Okay, you be a very good Python programmer, you know how to do web development with Python, and then you can say that, okay, Django framework will help me to build any rapid application. Do a brush up on Django framework, go online and look at some videos or whatever, do a 2-3 days what do you call boot camp on Django framework. You know what is a boot camp or a hackathon? You close yourself in a room, don't get disturbed for 2 3 4 days, just like as if you're going to give your exam after 3 days, and only focus on learning something during that 3 to 4 days. So lock yourself in a room for 3 to 4 days. Maybe this weekend, Saturday, Sunday, lock yourself for 2 days. Don't do anything else but just learn everything that is possible in Django framework as much as you can learn. And then you can start giving the interviews on Django framework and you will be hired. Okay. But you need to be good in Python programming because that is the foundations you have to be very good in. Please understand this. Okay, on the foundation you can build a building. If your foundation is weak, you cannot build a building. So your career will depend on the foundation you are building. Okay, so your basic foundation of knowing one programming language, knowing some advanced programming skills like data structures and algorithms, okay, knowing relational database and non-relational databases, okay, knowing how front-end programming works, how back-end programming works, knowing how design frameworks like HTML works, CSS works, all these things is the foundation of programming. If you know this foundation, then any programming language you can learn very quickly within 2 3 days or within a short period of time. Okay, and when you give yourself pressure, see, every engineer knows that the last 3 days just before the exams are very important. Did they learn everything in the last 3 days? No. But in that 3 days, they had so much of focus that they learned a lot more than they could learn within 1 month just before the exam. So you create an environment like that. Think that there is going to be an exam on Django in next 3 days or in next 1 week or something, and lock yourself and forget everything. Stop watching mindless videos. Stop watching everything on the internet. Stop watching news. Stop interacting with people for a few days. Don't talk to anybody. Just focus on this for create a think week, a week where you just focus on one tool and technology and master it completely. Okay, if you can do this, this will change your life forever. Okay, so I hope, Abhishek, that answers your question. Scope of Django is very high. Scope of Django is amazing. If you have not yet subscribed to this channel, then subscribe, because on this channel I share ideas, insight, tools and tactics that will help you grow. So subscribe now and press the bell icon. Also share this channel with all of your friends. I do this live every Thursday. Thank you very much. See you in the next live.